And so please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
More like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring
Oh wow, you really have to come in here?
like this guy.
Is this
No,
is this really happening? He met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now that you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
but you're more in the category like Luther Arnold. Okay?
My man. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic. That's great, partner. You two ever go out place everything in its proper place?
That does not make sense, but we usually do go. We head to Kroger's, and we work.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum. Oh, God. And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog. How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes. You
Okay,
gotta
so
have the eyes.
can you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
How
I
do you do it?
mean,
Teach
the
me
smile,
something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you know you gotta get the smile. Smile going on some shoes, but look.
Wait, hold up.
You got.
I gotta
when
try
it's
this
time,
with
when,
you.
when it's
Hold
time
on.
to laugh,
I gotta try
you
this
gotta
with
think
you.
of something funny and start
do,
laughing.
do it again. Do it again. How do you do it? Teach me.
Sexy eyes.
The sexy eye.
This is a sexy eye right here.
Smizing?
Smile.
So you're smizing.
Smile.
Okay.
And then you gotta get the.
No, I look like I need to take a poop or something.
Each words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
Toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. Yes, yeah. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are having a fantastic, wonderful, safe Wednesday. Why? Because today is the day before Thanksgiving, y'all. It is Skanksgiving. Happy Skanksgiving, y'all. No. We talked about it before. We're going to talk about it here in a second. Before everybody goes, huh? What's Skanksgiving, y'all? It's a real thing. I swear to God. Google. Use that Google, baby. Google Skanksgiving. It is a real thing. It may not be a real thing this year because of the Rona that's going on and because the CDC is trying to squash all of our Thanksgiving dreams. All right. But it is very much a real thing, y'all. It is very much a real thing. But before we go into that, I hope you guys on a really serious tip, I hope you guys are having a very wonderful, thriving, fantastic Wednesday. A lot of y'all are at home chilling because tomorrow is actually Thanksgiving. So a lot of people are off of work right now. A lot of people are in the middle of traveling as well, flying across the country and all that stuff. I just wanted to say from my heart to yours, happy Thanksgiving. I know I'm going to say that a bunch of times throughout the course of this show, but I have to say that because, some of us are going to be able to spend time with our family. We'll be blessed enough to be able to go and spend time with our families, and some of us will not, like me. Lo siento. But I am happy that we've made it this far. Shoot, man. That we're still on this planet, y'all. We are still above the ground right now. We ain't buried in the earth. We haven't been incinerated in burned up or anything crazy like that, or we are not in the hospital. For those of y'all who are not in the hospital, there are a lot of things to be very thankful for this Thanksgiving. A lot. And I hope everyone doesn't take advantage of this Thanksgiving. I'm going to say that again. I hope people don't take advantage of this Thanksgiving. I hope they relish, they soak it in, they really, really enjoy the time that they have with their families because we made it this far, y'all. Hopefully we're at the home stretch. We do have some conversations and stories about some vaccines, some news about some more vaccines in regards to the coronavirus and everything. So this could be the home stretch, hopefully, all depending on who takes the vaccine or not. But like I said, there's a lot of wonderful things to be thankful for this Thanksgiving. And I think everybody should just, if you're going to be with your family, you take those moments. Seriously. You take those moments and be thankful this Thanksgiving. There's a lot to be thankful for. Anyway, unfortunately, I don't get to spend time with my family, so I'm not going to be very thankful for that. I'm thankful that they're still alive, that they're still with me, but I'm not going to be able to spend Thanksgiving with my family. And I'm jealous. I'm jealous of anybody who's going to have their family around them and all that. Real talk. Real talk. Relish. Embrace that family and be thankful for this Thanksgiving. That's what I'm going to say. Anyway, moving on. I got my boys in the house. We got Jackie, Buck, and David. What's a guan, babies?
What's up, man? Good to see you.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be a weird year, but, like you're saying, just be happy for what you got, right? That's the whole thing.
Facts.
Be thankful for what you have and be grateful for if you're in good health. That's that's a good thing to be thankful for this year.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I get that glare on these glasses. That's why I never wear them. But then that's why I'm always like this. Because, I'm trying to read the chat, and I'm like, huh.
I just thought that was your natural face. You know what I mean? I just thought that was your natural glare.
Face?
I just thought that was your glare. Just,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just got a glare. You know what I'm saying? But, yours is all squinty and stuff.
And everyone was giving me crap about my yellow, beanie thing. So went out and bought this green one now. So it's a little bit fluffier than the other one, though.
Mm.
It's a nice
try to
beanie.
keep you guys happy.
It's, yeah. Anyway.
I like your shirt. You look like you got on the unfinished version of a sweatshirt.
What?
It's like they outlined it all, but they forgot to add in the color.
Bruh, this is Mickey Mouse. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah, he needs a little bit of brighten him up a little bit.
I think this is lit. The hell you talking about?
It's like a
the hell you talking about?
80s version of like the old school like animation where it's just like flipping the piece of paper through. That's
You mean it's
like
Mickey
buddy,
Mouse?
It's blank.
It's Mickey Mouse.
They're all black and white, and then eventually they find their color.
You talking about the one where Mickey Mouse is driving the boat, and just dancing and tapping his toe? Yeah. Hey.
Oh, wait, I thought we were going into something there.
This sweatshirt, shut your face. This sweatshirt be lit. Do you understand that? I did not stutter. David, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, man. I don't have a sweatshirt on or a beanie today, but
it's okay. It's okay. You got your shirt there.
yeah.
I'm gonna get you some beard glitter for Christmas,
Yes.
and then you can be all decked out.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh God.
Like, get some sequins in there too, maybe. So
Yes.
it glitters.
Please do something like that. Please do something really stupid like that. Please.
I'll braid my beard and put bells in it for Christmas.
Yes. Like, yes, 'tis the season. Yes.
Stop moving.
Just the entire time. 'Tis the season. Yes. The entire time. I think that's what it needs. He needs to do that. See, David, as we already know, he could be really excited on the inside, and he's like, it's cool. It's just okay. Right? We need to have him do something really big and ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to do. 'Tis the season, yes! You know what I mean? Jingle bells! Something like that. Just something really ridiculously huge for him to do. That's completely out of character. See what I'm saying? What did you say, David?
So maybe one day, give me like another 6 months or so, and I might work up to it.
We just need to have like 3 or 4 more cups of coffee in you before we start the show.
Yes.
And then maybe we all set.
Exactly. I think that's the way to go. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the way we need to go. For sure. But anyway. Okay, so obviously we got to talk about this. I just said it a second ago. It is Skanksgiving. Today is Skanksgiving. Now, you might wonder, what is Skanksgiving? Well, Skanksgiving is one of the biggest nights, or it's one of the biggest days for bars. Why, you ask? Because everyone comes back into town and gets together, gets wasted, and then the next day, they have their hangover food. It's already there. Thanksgiving. That's what Skanksgiving is. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, I'm not condoning it. I'm not condoning drinking irresponsibly, okay? I'm not saying that. But this is a real thing. Today Today of all days, you know what I mean? Like it's like Ebenezer Scrooge, waking up and opening up the window. What day is it? You know what I mean? And the little boy's like, it's Thanksgiving, sir. Today is Thanksgiving.
Can I have some more?
We talking about Oliver? Please, sir, can I have some more? So anyway, Thanksgiving is a real thing, y'all. So it's one of the busiest nights for bars. One of the busiest nights for bars. Unfortunately, it's not so much this year. Not so much at all. Why? Because obviously the Rona, the Modelo virus, coronavirus, COVID-19, the thing that's just, it's the horror story. It's been Halloween all year round, literally. It is the horror story. It is the campfire story we hear every single day on the news. And this is a real thing. You know what I mean? And that's what sucks. It sucks. Thanksgiving is canceled. So all you kids, all you college kids that are hoping to fly back home, if you are flying back home, and get to go and meet up with all your high school buddies that you haven't seen in a long time, and maybe go and hook up with some person, that night, Skanksgiving, hence the reason why it is called Skanksgiving. It is canceled, so you cannot do that this year. And that's unfortunate, unless you drink early. If bars are even open in your neck of the woods. So, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. No, I'm just kidding. It's not dead. It'll be back next year, hopefully, for all you guys who like to that sport the occasional or the excessive amount of alcoholic drinks. It'll be back. It's just this year it won't be around. So there you go. Thanksgiving is one of the biggest days for bars. People get together. It's even bigger. This is what's crazy. It's even bigger than New Year's Eve. That's very true. It is one of the highest grossing days for bars. That's why I think a lot of bars are very upset right now, because they can't get all those drunken, horny, college kids coming in going, oh, I hope I see Jessica. You know what I'm saying? Not this year. It is canceled. There you go.
What is the drink of choice for Thanksgiving?
This year?
Yeah.
A bottle of bleach. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's for injecting.
Trump did not say that, but he kind of did. But he kind of didn't. But he kind of did. But he kind of didn't. But anyway, I'm sorry. What's the drink? Okay, yeah, you know what? That's a very good question. Everybody who's watching, listening, you know what I mean, chatting, all that stuff. Comment down below. What is that drink? You know what I'm saying? What is the drink that you usually? What's that alcoholic adult beverage? What's that adult beverage that you consume during the holiday time? I feel like if you're drinking it on Thanksgiving, you're drinking it for Christmas or, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, any of those holidays. So that's a good one. Guys, what are you guys doing?
I mean, it's usually just like beer, I guess. If you had to go with like a mixed drink, I mean,
yeah.
A lot of people go, and I guess there's like those spiked punches that people would typically have out at a large Thanksgiving spread. They'd have the punch bowls at the end of the table and throw in a little bit of, whiskey or something into it.
Okay, can I just, do you mind me interrupting you? Because I always do anyway. Here it is. That's boring as hell.
Yes, I do.
That's boring as hell, Jack. And we weren't talking about what do other people take. We were talking about what do you drink. Now, well, there's that punch on the end of the... I'm sorry. Well, there's that punch on the end of the table. Get out of here, Jack. Get out of here. Real talk.
Nothing special. I mean, it's just beer. If I'm drinking with it, it's usually I'm eating food. That's my goal. It's not, I'm not trying to get hammered on Thanksgiving. I mean, that's one way to have everything come back out.
Facts.
You don't want that second Thanksgiving meal going on.
We weren't talking about drinking irresponsibly. We were just talking about what's that cocktail.
That can lead to it.
It's just a way to fit the whole dinner plate in your stomach.
That's right.
Isn't beer filling though? You're talking about beer. They say great taste, less filling, and that's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie, everybody. That's a bold-faced lie. So
bubbles in there help to make the food move around and help it digest.
Bruh, shut your face. No. Okay, how about you, David?
All right, fireballs all the time.
Oh, dear God.
Day, all day.
Oh, that's... Oh, you are so basic. Oh, you're so basic. Oh, Mr. T12 just said White Russians. I give you... Yeah, you know what? Good job. Good choice. If I wasn't lactose intolerant, I'd probably enjoy a couple of those White Russians for sure. David, how about you?
Well, White Russians are my bane, so I would never drink that for Thanksgiving. Every bad night I've had has included a White Russian.
Wow. What was her name? Okay, anyway.
I don't remember. Anyway, it's I usually if I go to my family, my sister always makes margaritas for pretty much any holiday, and they're my favorite. So yeah, that's what I always go for. I'll try to mix it up with a top shelf one, like a Patron or something for Thanksgiving. But
nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I worked at a Mexican restaurant, and I used to upsell those Patron shots. Woo! Add a little Patron in there. All of a sudden, your drink's $27.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's how you make them at home.
Yep. What about you, Pascal? What are you drinking this Thanksgiving?
Well, my Thanksgiving's canceled, so I'm not going to be drinking anything for this Thanksgiving, unfortunately. Usually just some beer.
Yeah.
That's what it.
So
No,
exciting.
yeah, right. Well, I'm a whiskey Coke guy. If I'm going to do a cocktail, it's a whiskey Coke. You know, I keep it simple. Or, my family, Jack knows about this, but we have Barbancourt. It's a Haitian rum. And
warm you up.
Yeah, that stuff will warm your ass up. I mean, it could be sub-zero level, sub-zero temperature outside. You could be butt naked, just got out of the shower. You take a shot of that stuff will warm. You will melt the snow around you. It is that strong. But Barbancourt, it's like Haitian rum and Coke, that kind of thing, or, that kind of thing. Keep it simple. I keep it simple.
Jack.
You know what I'm saying?
I need to know what kind of beer Jack drinks. Does he go for the Corona? Is it the Modelo?
No, I am an IPA drinker.
Yep, he is. He is so basic.
I have ruined my taste buds.
Do you see how basic
now
he is?
Everything else tastes like trash.
He is so basic.
And the hoppier, the better. I'm not some people like IPAs that you can't like. They're like, yeah, I like it because you can't really taste the hops. But I'm I don't know, that 7 to 8%er IPA is usually where it's at.
Did you see what he's so freaking basic? Did you hear that? It's got to be 7 or 8%, or it's just it doesn't. Where's your handlebar mustache? Your your hat. You know what I'm saying? And he's also starting to learn how to knit at the same damn time, whilst sipping these IPAs that have to be at 7 to 8%, or they're just not real. It's just not the real thing. I'm done. Jack!
With a fedora on top of his beanie.
Yeah.
Yes, he got a beanie on and stuff, He's the one who's knitting, learning French, drinking his IPA at the same time. In his skinny jeans.
Oui.
Le fromage, les enfants. Like that dude. Yeah. What's his? Randy Quaid. Get out of here. I'm done with this Randy Quaid trash.
Got Quaided.
I'm done. But anyway, okay. I digress. Real quick, good morning to everybody who's starting to file in. I appreciate all y'all. Mr. T, Celia, Mr. T, good morning. Celia, good morning. That was not one person, sorry. YND, what up, though, man? Good morning. Tanny Vane, what's up? And for all y'all who are tuning in, yes, I know that a lot of y'all are most likely getting prepared or sleeping in because it's your day off and all that, but I still appreciate you guys all coming in and being on the show today and chopping it up with us. We do have some stories we got to jump into, and it's about that time. Remember, it is Thanksgiving, so if you got them, crack them open, I guess, depending on where you're at. watching this show. If you're overseas, you could definitely crack one open because, like I said, it is afternoon time for you. But please be responsible. Don't be dumb. Okay? Anyway, let's jump into this. We got a story about these vaccines. Apparently, they got about, 6 million vaccines ready to go. And, man, David's got the story. What a guam, bruh.
All right, so this is specifically the Pfizer vaccine we're talking about right here.
Mm-hmm.
They have a very unique contract, but generally right now we're looking at, I believe it was 6 million doses. Yeah, 6 million doses bought at $20 a shot. And so that's going to be about 3 million people, since the shots require 2 doses. And they will be distributing them around mid-December, once they get the final approval or later. And so part of what makes it interesting is that they have this unique contract that no other vaccine company does. And that, say, we invested in Moderna's research, and we invested in other vaccine researches as well. I mean, we don't have anything to do with Sputnik 5, but most of the other vaccines we're involved in. And so that gives us, as the country, access to the intellectual properties, and it means we partially, as a country, own the vaccine. But the thing is, Pfizer's doing this very differently, where not only does their contract allow them to maintain full intellectual property rights, even if the government's involved, it allows them to maintain all trade secrets. So basically, they can keep everything classified and secret away from the people. And on top of that, their contract also is unique in that it does not give the government any control over how they dictate the vaccine. The EUA tells them where they can send the vaccine and what they have to do to register those places. But ultimately, since we don't have any control over it, Pfizer is the only vaccine company we're working with that can price gouge people and decide how much they're charging people for the shots. Even though we put, I think, $2 billion so far into Pfizer. And one thing in particular that caught my interest with the Pfizer vaccine is that before this, we've been given somewhat misleading information on the size of the deal. It's much larger than we thought. We were looking closer to 1 million vaccines originally. It wasn't an official statement, but it was more just the news releases. And it turns out to be way more, with a much larger deal, with an additional option to buy 500 million more vaccines. So, whereas with other vaccine companies, we can dictate the price, make sure everyone can afford it, and we can try to avoid, people that are uninsured having to pay too much. We can't do that with Pfizer. Yeah, Pfizer is the one we're spending the most money on right now to distribute it everywhere, even though we have the least control over it. Which, get you and Jack going at it again, goes back to your conspiracy theory that this is kind of Pfizer's trying to push out extra money, or trying to get extra money from this, with the CEO selling all those stocks, with the studies being relooked at to increase the efficacy to 95%. And with even Fauci pushing this over vaccines we actually have control over and can actually transport much easier, because Pfizer's the hardest one to transport. On top of that, there's going to be a lot more doses lost from that, because it requires these special suitcases that we don't have access to because they're a trade secret. And if any other company had those suitcases, we'd be able to make them on our own, and we'd be able to make sure that the vaccine stays cold and viable. But we can't do that. So we have to depend on other methods if the suitcases don't work. We don't have any rights to the suitcases. We don't have any rights to the vaccine. And other than our contract with Pfizer, we have no say. And our contract with Pfizer basically just says how much money we're going to give them and how they have to register with each distributor.
No one man should have all that power. That's all I'm going to say. The vaccine, the man that has the power rules the world. And when it comes to this situation, when it comes to this vaccine, there ain't no way you could tell me that Pfizer's just doing everything they can in the right way. Something weird's going on. That's all I'm saying. They're not giving out certain things. They're not giving out information that needs to be given out. They're not willing to share. Sharing is caring. At least that's what I learned from Barney. So why suddenly you have this information that can save people, hopefully. You know, Pfizer is the one that said, oh, we're 90% good. Oh, 3 days later. No, we're 95% great. Efficacy is at 95, not 90. You can't tell me that there's some weird shadiness going on here. And seeing them, it looks like they trying to secure them bags, baby. That's what I think.
It is.
But go ahead.
Pfizer's going to be a logistical company. Maybe they're getting out of the vaccine.
Yeah,
because they're going to not only, I'm reading this, they said that they're going to have their ultra cold boxes or their things, which can only be opened up for like 6 minutes at a time.
Word.
Or no, 3 minutes at a time. Sorry, 180
so
seconds.
Ridiculous. Start a timer.
Yep.
You got it. Okay, close it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But they're going to be coordinating because their shipment stuff. Like you got to think about the whole distribution chain of it, right? I imagine if they're going to have their own temperature controlled boxes, they're also going to need temperature controlled, like larger containers for shipping, and then they're going to have planes, they're going to have trucks that are all coordinated within there, right? So, they can make a lot of money outside of like the cost of the vaccine. They can make a lot of money on the transportation of that vaccine too. That's like, oh, but we could have sent it USPS. Would have got here for $5. Why are you sitting on there for 500? like there's I don't know. There's so much cash, and once you start past those like hundreds of millions of dollars, and you go into like these billion-dollar contracts, like it's so hard to track like individual things. Like we've had national contracts for like arms contracts, and we're like, hey, what happened to that $200,000? They're like, we have no idea. It was sent over there and now it's gone, and we have no idea where it went. And you don't think there's going to be any money that's going to be misplaced within the vaccine world? Like then you're just pulling your own like wool over your eyes. Like
so Jack.
Uh-huh.
Are you kind of agreeing with what I was trying to say a week ago?
Like no. Well, I still believe that Pfizer probably has the best technology.
Oh no! I agree with that.
I'm not saying that they don't. And as a company, they're probably at the best position to be able to create a workable vaccine because they're one of the oldest companies. They've been doing it. They have the most resources. They're paying out of their own pocket for it. But there's always going to be, with any time you get that amount of cash that's going to be flowing through, there's going to be some problem somewhere.
No, and that's facts. That's true facts. I get it. They still need to pay their people. They still need to pay there's still overhead that they have to take care of. I get all of that. And I get that Pfizer's Pfizer for a very good reason. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why they are, one of the biggest companies, out there, and there's a reason why they're out in the forefront putting out this vaccine. But at the same time, it just seems weird that they would withhold certain pieces of information if the whole world is dealing with this. This is something that the whole world is dealing with. They should share. That's what I think.
I agree.
Because it's somebody in Russia is, millions of people in Russia are dying from it. There are millions of people all over the world that are dying from this virus. Not just American people. They should share. Maybe, okay, I get it. They still need to secure them bags. So, okay, fine, secure them bags. Give them the formula. Give them the antidote. Sounds like a comic book thing. But anyway, plot. But give them the antidote. Give them the formula. Secure the bag, but give it to them. Don't just, we're going to hold it for ourselves. No. I just don't think that's right. I feel that's un-American. That's what I think. America is the one who always likes to get in other people's business. We are the nosiest country in the world. In other countries' stuff, we always want to stick our nose in their business. And then when we get this information, when we find something that could very well be the thing that gets rid of all this virus all over the world, could potentially be that thing, and you don't want to share that ish, I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that. I think that's very un-American in my personal opinion.
It's like those seagulls from Finding Nemo. Mine?
Exactly.
Mine?
Mine.
That's
Like,
America.
come on.
But what strikes me
What
as
you got
strange
over
is
there? That's mine now. So
we already have ours. We have Moderna. We invested in them more than we've invested in them. We haven't invested in Pfizer. We're just paying them. We invested in Moderna. We've invested in their vaccine. We have rights to it. It's easier to transport. It's in our own country. We already have spent the money that's part of the deal, and we have access to their shots. So it's just like Moderna is everything that Pfizer has, but better for us, and that's why it's so strange we're focusing on this Pfizer deal right now. Since I mean, the thing is, both Moderna and Pfizer are basically the same vaccine. They both use the mRNA. They both generate the antibodies synthetically through the RNA in your bloodstream, and they both have this roughly the same efficacy, and the Moderna one's just easier to transfer. Doesn't require transferring across the ocean with super cold storage. So it just seems strange to me that we're even working on this Pfizer vaccine, especially considering, they changed their efficacy up to 95%, but they didn't do a new study for that. They did the same thing as there was one other company, the Sputnik vaccine did the same thing, where they both had roughly a lower efficacy, and then they went back, took some older data, excluded people over 80 so that you could get a better average, and that's how they changed it. They just looked at different data. They didn't actually improve the vaccine or do a different test. They just excluded the data that they don't want to be part of it, which is it's a problem. It's somewhat common in science to do that. You can say the data's faulty. You can say the data you performed it wrong, and that's why you got the negative test. And a lot of times, the researchers are pressured by the corporation or the managers. The managers are almost never scientists themselves, so they don't understand the delicacy of the process. So they're always pushing and pushing because they have a totally different goal in mind.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just it's a big concern for me about the changing efficacy of these vaccines.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So if Pfizer in 2018, if you remember, Pfizer, they were raising prices of like 100 of their drugs, and Trump actually singled them out in a tweet, saying that they're merely taking advantage of the poor and others unable to defend themselves. And now they're the main leading thing. I wonder, if we're going to be following the money, right? Like, I wonder if the Trump organization has any interest in the Pfizer business at all. Because I don't know. It just seems weird.
Yeah, you might be right with that. What does interest me is the contract has the option for 500 million more doses. I kind of hope Biden doesn't go up on that, and I hope he sticks with Moderna, but we'll see. He might also be influenced by Pfizer like Trump is probably, and that might just mean we're sticking with the inferior product, the more expensive product for some reason, instead of the one that our country controls, that our country has rights over. And that doesn't have trade secrets. That's the thing. The Pfizer, since we don't have ownership of the vaccine with Pfizer, that means anything they develop, any invention that comes up as part of the vaccine, like those boxes, becomes a trade secret, and they don't have to divulge it to anyone, any other company, any government, or anything, unless it needs a medical certification.
Oh. Or unless if we say, guess what? It's ours now.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
I mean, it seems like they're already doing that kind of stuff, though.
The government? Like, can they just go in and take over that company if they see it as being something that the entire nation
that
needs?
part?
Yes.
Can they?
Yeah, well, not with Pfizer. With the other companies, we can.
Moderna.
Again, that's part of their contract. It's called a run-in clause, where if we think they're mishandling the vaccine or they're overcharging, we can step in and take over control of production and distribution of the vaccine. Again, with Pfizer, that's not part of the deal. We don't have the run-in clause, so we can't jump in and take over. We can only take over with the companies that have signed that as part of their contract, which is every other vaccine company, and except for Pfizer and Sputnik, of course, because that's a Russian government's vaccine.
Oh, so we could just go ahead and freeze all their bank accounts, though.
Yeah.
Until they complied. So, okay, good. At least we have options.
Yeah.
Yeah, at
we
least
can
that.
put pressure on them.
Yeah.
Interesting. No, that's it. And okay. I feel like, okay, you know, in the very, very, very beginning, when people were coming out with all their crazy conspiracies, because there are some really crazy conspiracies floating around the vaccine, or the development of the vaccine. You know, everything from, you know, I mean, the main one, let's just say, the main one was, oh, they're putting chips in the vaccine and everything. It's interesting how much, aside from the chip theory conspiracy, it's just interesting how much things are kind of looking a little weird when it comes to circulating around the actual vaccine. Just seems a little weird, right? I mean, we're obviously talking about this stuff right now. It's weird that they would withhold certain things and not be willing to share, so on and so forth. And I get them sitting there going, wait, before the rest of the world gets this, America first. I get that part. It's not like they're going to go, okay, here you go, Russia. Here you go, China, before we vaccinate people here in America. I get that. I do get that. But they most definitely should be doing everything they can to heal the world. Make it a better place. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what I think, in my personal opinion. That's where it seems a little shady to me. Then, of course, you know, you got Pfizer that's sticking out a little bit more right now. And I also think that they're sticking out even more right now because they have an endorsement from Fauci. Mm-hmm. Sorry, but we talked about it a couple weeks ago. He came out and he's like, oh, you know, and there's no disagreement with what Jack said just earlier. They have the best technologies. They're the leading people. They're the leading company when it comes to certain things like this. I get that. But you also got Fauci behind you. He is on the mic for the rest of the country to hear, the rest of the world to hear. He has the most powerful voice when it comes to that vaccine, when it comes to the coronavirus. Whether you want to listen to him whether you want to listen to him or not, he is the most powerful voice when it comes to fighting this virus. Notice that Pfizer is now in the forefront. Just a week or so after he goes, I'd be first in line to put that in my arm because those are my brothers and sisters over there. Notice now it's being what's the word? I mean, I know they have the warp speed plan, but it's like, you know, they kind of shoved it out in the forefront and they've just sped up the process. Now they got 6 million doses ready to be shipped out to wherever they go. Fauci has the magic touch. He's got the golden voice right now. He's not sitting there saying that about Moderna. He's not saying that about any other companies that might be coming out. There's, you know, obviously there's another vaccine right now that has 70% efficacy. 70%. So that one's coming out too. But it's all synthesized and there's like synthetic and all that. It's not, I guess there's such thing as natural and synthetic vaccines nowadays. That's new to me. You know, if you want to go, you know what I mean? You're going, is this organic? Mm-hmm. Is this vaccine organic? You know, is this gluten-free? But that's really happening now. There's another one that's just as good, not just as good, but just, I mean, is this good? 70% efficacy that they're going to be pushing out too.
For only $10.
For only $10. But it's interesting that the Pfizer one is just getting shoved out there quickly. But you also got to remember, Fauci got on that microphone and said, yes. You know, I approve this message. It's like Jordan taking a sip out of Gatorade and saying, this is why I do, this is why I play basketball so well, because I drink this Gatorade. Everybody and their mama's going, well, shoot, if Michael Jordan drinks it, Fauci, man, I'll be first in line to take that from Pfizer. What's happening now? 6 million doses ready to go. But no. Nobody else can know any of the information. No other country can have this information. It's ours. It is mine. It's ridiculous.
Even the Kremlin won't allow Putin to take the more traditional vaccine. Sputnik 5 is traditional vaccine, kind of like our flu vaccines. It just introduces the illness to your body, and your body develops the antibodies. So it's pretty traditional. But even the Kremlin won't let them take this, or won't let Putin or any of the other officials take the vaccine because it hasn't been widely tested yet against the population, and ours hasn't either. That's part of the VAERS system, which can't start happening until it's released.
And what's funny is that we talked about this last night. Putin was like, I ain't going to be the first one in line. I thought that was hilarious. He's like, no, I ain't going to be first. Y'all can take a whole bunch of other Russians, and when nobody dies or no limbs fall off their bodies, then I'll do the shot. But he's not going to be first in line. He's anti-Fauci. He's like, no, I will not be first in line, even though they're the best that Mother Russia has, the best. He's still going, now. You let Ruslan and Zoloft and all these other, you know what I mean? All these other people go on in. Go ahead, Anton. You know what I mean? Do your thing. Dostoevsky, you know what I mean? Chekhov. Go ahead. Do your thing. Nobody die yet? Okay, all right. Give it to me. That's what he's doing. Even the leader of Russia is not willing to jump in line. We did talk about this last night, though, too. Real quick. It's funny because allegedly he had his daughter take the vaccine a while back. Remember that time when we talked about that?
Yeah.
Was that a lie?
Russian
I'm thinking that was a lie. I'm thinking that was a lie. That's what I think. That was a lie. Welcome to this world. And now he's going, yes, we have vaccine, but I will not be first. What? Why not? Just get it over with. You're the leader of your country, and if you believe in this particular product and this vaccine, take the vaccine. But if you are not down for it, who do you think is going to get in line to take that vaccine if he's not doing it and endorsing it like that? He's side-eyeing the vaccine. He's like, I don't know about the Sputnik, but everyone else take it. Flatten the curve. That doesn't make any sense. Sorry. Anyway. Just weird to me.
One thing I liked about Putin's daughter supposedly taking it, they weren't official pictures, but the pictures and videos released by the news agencies weren't his daughter. And, they didn't have a special interview with her, so maybe they were just wrong. But I don't think they were just wrong. I think they know exactly what she looks like and did it on purpose. And, they were trying to, I think, push the same story. Found another girl that kind of looked like her and took pictures of her while the Kremlin itself said that they sent her. Mm-hmm. And,
had a stand-in, if you will, of this, you know what I'm saying? And that just, to me, makes, it's funny how transparent their lies are. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's how exposed the lies are over there, and how much
is in plain sight.
Yeah, it's right there, and it's still, it doesn't change anything.
It is red.
Yes,
that's clearly blue. No, it is red.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a little purplish. It's a purplish. Yeah, it's purplish. It's like, okay, whatever you say, bro. But It is what it is. Anyway, we got to go into a quick commercial break. But when I come back, I'll be sitting down with a very wonderful woman. She is the CEO of the St. Louis Regional Health Commission, also partnering up with Prepare STL. We're going to be talking about how we can prevent COVID right here in St. Louis. So stick around. We'll be right back. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Love, peace, and wellness for the holidays. Don't cancel them. Prepare STL. Decorate. Make it as normal as you can, but slow the spread of COVID. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Watch your distance. Prepare STL, helping St. Louisans of color prepare and prevail.
You're going to perform tonight. I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. For more information, call us now.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
Imagination, Image a World. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
Hey, it's Mike from Sugar Fire. Still open all of our locations. Carry out, delivery, curbside. Call in. We're delivering outside of our range to you. So if you get hungry, come on by.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center, a professional nuisance wildlife management company specializing in providing animal removal for residential, industrial, and commercial clients. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. Exactly which animal are we dealing with? How is the animal getting inside the home? What kind of damage is the animal doing to the structure? Once we get the answers to all of these questions, we develop and write up an action plan to resolve the animal issue completely and provide a quote to implement that action plan. We perform a very in-depth 70-point wildlife inspection. From visually inspecting the highest point, the chimney, to physically crawling inside the attic space and looking for animals, chewed wires, fecal matter, chewed structural wood. We inspect everything. Our inspection process covers all of the following 70 points. Animal-proof chimney cap, roof ridge vents, roof to soffit junctions, dormer fascia, attic gable vents, gutter lines, fascia trim, garage door, utility penetrations, water, gas, electric, and cable, bathroom vents, attic roof ridge vents, attic electrical, wiring, junctions, boxes, and lighting, concrete decks, additions, wooden crawl spaces, basement plumbing, penetrations, ceiling, floor, and wall. Wildlife Command Center's mission is to deliver the finest quality wildlife removal, and pest control service that is safe for the environment. For more information, call us now.
Hey, welcome back, guys. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and being a part of the discussion today. If this is your first time checking out this show, please go hit that like button under the feed right now as we speak, and most definitely crush that subscribe button. I do this show Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I also do an evening show at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Tuesdays through Thursdays. Anyway, without further ado, I am with this very wonderful woman. She is the CEO of the St. Louis Regional Health Commission, which is also the backbone of Prepare STL. Please welcome Angela Brown to the show. How are you doing, sweetheart?
I am well. Thank you so much for having me today.
No problem. It's really nice to have more people like yourself and organizations like Prepare STL here to talk about things with coronavirus and what you guys are doing in regards to defeating and fighting this terrible, terrible virus. So I really appreciate you coming on. I got to ask you, please tell everybody, what is Prepare STL?
Thank you. Prepare STL is a collaborative initiative with our city and county health departments, along with several community-based organizations that are working to help stop the spread of the virus in our Black and Brown communities. The initiative was started because we definitely understand at the onset of this disease, that our Black and Brown communities were disproportionately impacted. And not because they're people of color, but more because they tend to be our essential staff that continue to have to be out. Our grocery store workers, our transportation workers, our frontline staff at the hospitals and many of our community health centers. And then also there tends to not be a way for them to get the information that's needed in order to make sure that they're protected. And so a lot of our platforms typically have information that's not targeted towards Black and Brown communities. They don't usually have people that look like them or accessible through medias that they listen to. And so we definitely wanted to have an initiative to make sure that our community of colors had the information to prepare physically, mentally, and emotionally for this disease.
Yeah, one of the things that really shocks me is that there's a lot of people like you and me that are not fully educated, that don't have the information that they need to either stop the spread in their own home or protect themselves from getting sick, from getting infected. Especially during this time. I mean, this is some trying times right now. Even myself, on a very personal level, I've been saying it over and over again for the past 24 hours. Thanksgiving's been canceled for me. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to be able to be home and eat my mama's cooking or anything like that. I'm very upset. I'm serious. I'm crying on the inside.
I know.
And I feel like a lot of people are having to deal with that, but I do know that a lot of people are still getting together over the holidays to celebrate and to celebrate Thanksgiving. So I got to ask you, what can be a safe way to have Thanksgiving or to be able to celebrate the holidays with your loved ones? Any suggestions?
Definitely. And I want to say I definitely share your frustration with the holidays, as I'm sure many of us do. This is definitely a time we look forward to being with family and friends. And for those of us that still continue to plan to get together, a couple of things that you can do. We want to make sure that you limit the number of guests that show up to your gathering. I think in the county and the city, there's a 10 person limit for inside gatherings. If the weather is nice, try outdoors to help eliminate some of the exposure to the disease. Again, make sure that although you may be in celebrating, that people continue to wear their mask if you haven't been around them. Hopefully you are asking them questions as they come in, try to take temperatures, make sure that if they are having a fever that they hadn't taken Tylenol before they came to show up to your event. So asking little questions like that prior to allowing people in your home will definitely help. And then once you're there celebrating, limit the number of people that are around the food. So if you can have one server, I think that will go a long way in order to help stop the spread. And then again, physical distance. So as much as possible, try to keep 6 feet away from individuals within the house, and try to set up your eating area in other places that you have at home, where people can still physical distance and have their mask on. And then when they're eating, they can safely take it off and eat, and then kind of reassess the mask. So
Yeah.
those are some little tips. And for those of us who can't be with family like you, and also myself, virtual connections, Zoom has allowed, they're free unlimited for the holiday weekend. So definitely hop on Zoom. FaceTime is definitely something my family uses. And we plan to use FaceTime to do cooking together and do some
That's
activities
nice.
together as well. So I think there's ways for us with the new technology. House Party is another great app that people use to connect with family and friends when we aren't allowed to be together right now.
It's funny because I totally forgot about House Party.
Yeah.
Real talk, I forgot about it. You remember it was there like a couple, like a month into the lockdown or the shutdown we had in the beginning. Man, that's a good idea though, because I mean, obviously if everybody's going to be Zooming with their families and everything, it can be really hard because you're not physically there. You're not physically able to be with everybody. It's not like you can play spades or nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
For a fact I'm going to cheat. So, but the thing is like, do you know anything that they can do as far as like keeping it active, keeping it interesting while Zooming or using FaceTime or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. So as you mentioned, House Party, that's a great way to play games with people because they have games there that is kind of an app made for that. Zoom, there's a lot of games that people can try to play. So you can Google different games. I know trivia is always a fun thing that you can play while online. I forget Family Feud. There's a good way to play Family Feud virtually, and a lot of good ways to do that. You can also check out preparestl.com, which is our website, where we have a lot of different online games listed for you to check out that you can play online with your family and friends.
I like that. And thank you for telling us about preparestl.com. Most definitely, you guys got to go and check it out. They got all kinds of ideas, suggestions, tips on that website. Trust me, you're going to want to go there. But I also know something on a positive note in regards to this whole virus. You guys have a upcoming giveaway of PPE kits. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, so a part of what additional that we do with the Paris Tale, in addition to providing public health information, we have seen the gap in PPE availability in many of our Black and Brown communities. So early on in this, we started doing PPE distribution. So we are giving away cloth masks, disposable masks, hand sanitizers and soaps, little kits that people can pick up. I know we have one coming up December the 2nd, and definitely check out the website for more information there. But if you're in the city, the T is also a partner of ours, and they are doing holiday kits, so feel free to drop by and pick up items as well. But definitely doing major holiday giveaways. Feel free to call the T to figure out how to get a kit if you need those for your family and friends, so that you all can be protected during the holidays.
Yeah. I know that, and that's really cool, that you guys are going to be giving out PPEs here very soon, December 2nd. Do you guys have a location in regards to that?
Now, that is a good question, and I was trying to find the location. I would have to get that detail for you.
Sure.
But definitely, I know it'll be on the website. I'm not sure the location right now.
Okay.
And it may be at the T. Actually, it is at the T. So I take that
at the
back.
T.
The location is at the T. I forgot about that. December the 2nd, and I think there'll also be testing on site as well for COVID-19 testing with one of our local community health centers. So definitely feel free to go out, and we'll have some advertisement out about that. And I think we may have you on location if you're available, but definitely December the 2nd at the T. And I think it's an all-day event. We'll be doing giveaways.
You know, and I think that's really great. The one thing I think that is very attractive to me is that you guys are going to have testing there, because it's really hard. I mean, I don't know how many times I had a story a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago where I had to go to 4 different locations just so I can go and get a test. So let me ask you, in regards to the testing, are they going to be rapid tests, or are they going to be the ones that you send out and wait 3 to 5 business days or 3 to 5 days to get your results?
It will be the 3 to 5 day test.
Okay.
That tends to be the most accurate, and that's the one that most of our health centers uses. Also, although they do have available, we do some rapid tested, but for the most part, they'll be the 3 to 5. And we've done this at several community events. I think what we've seen with the surge of cases going up, starting in the holidays, that a lot more people are trying to get testing. So it is taking a while. Their capacity has increased greatly. And we've also, many of the testing sites have limited sites. So definitely there may be some waits if you try some of our sites, community sites now, but come out to the T and get tested, and definitely try, sorry, you had to go to 4 places. We hope that's not everybody's experience, but definitely try to get testing.
Yeah, it's no fun when you have to do that and you got to run around and try to find a place that will actually test you. And then some places are charging out the wazoo for it, especially for those who do or do not have health insurance. That could be really, really expensive when you're wanting to go and just get a test done.
And I will say all of our community health centers, so if you go to CareSTL, Affinia Healthcare, Peoples, or Family Care, they offer free testing for uninsured. So definitely a place to go. They don't all do them every day. So I think Affinia, our county health department, their clinics, they have testing every day. And then many of the other sites do 3 times a day. But definitely call their sites and schedule a time. They all take appointments. So definitely a great place to go if you're looking for testing and definitely don't have insurance and want a free option.
That's excellent. That's excellent. Well, Angela, thank you so much for sitting down and giving us, dropping some knowledge on us, because one of the things that we need to know is where we can go to find things in regards to some ideas, tips, places to go get testings, and even just some emotional support, a shoulder to lean on. You can definitely go and find that at preparestl.com, because these are some real trying times. I'm not going to lie. 2020 has been one heck of a year. It's almost over, though, guys. It's almost over. If you're literally trying to find the light at the end of the tunnel in regards to any of these things, testing, tips, tricks, and support, please go to preparestl.com. Angela Brown, thank you so much for spending the time with me. It was a blessing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. We're going to go into a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Love, peace, and wellness for the holidays. Don't cancel them. Prepare STL. Decorate. Make it as normal as you can, but slow the spread of COVID. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Watch your distance. Prepare STL, helping St. Louisans of color prepare and prevail.
You're going to perform tonight. I can't make this interview boring, because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. For more information, call us now.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
Imagination, image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby. baby.
Hey, it's Mike from Sugar Fire. Still open, all of our locations. Carry out, delivery, curbside. Call in. We're delivering outside of our range too. So if you get hungry, come on by.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center, a professional nuisance wildlife management company specializing in providing animal removal for residential, industrial, and commercial clients. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. Exactly which animal are we dealing with? How is the animal getting inside the home? What kind of damage is the animal doing to the structure? Once we get the answers to all of these questions, we develop and write up an action plan to resolve the animal issue completely and provide a quote to implement that action plan. We perform a very in-depth 70-point wildlife inspection. From visually inspecting the highest point, the chimney, to physically crawling inside the attic space and looking for animals, chewed wires, fecal matter, chewed structural wood, we inspect everything. Our inspection process covers all of the following 70 points: animal-proof chimney cap, roof ridge vents, roof to soffit junctions, dormer fascia, attic gable vents, gutter lines, fascia trim, garage door, utility penetrations, water, gas, electric, and cable, bathroom vents, attic roof ridge vents, attic electrical, wiring, junctions, boxes, and lighting, concrete decks, additions, wooden crawl spaces, basement plumbing, penetrations, ceiling, floor, and wall. Wildlife Command Center's mission is to deliver the finest quality wildlife removal and pest control service that is safe for the environment. For more information, call us now.
All right, welcome back, guys. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and being a part of the conversation today. Like I always say, if this is your first time checking out this show, please go hit that like button underneath the show. And also, I do the show 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday, and I do a Tuesday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time show. I will be on tonight at 7 p.m. for sure. We got a lot to talk about. It looks like we're going to have somebody on. He goes by the name of Strategic Eyes. Somebody in the chat might know who I'm talking about, Mr. T. Anyway, he is also a cop, active duty cop, who has a very, his own specific opinions about things that are going on in the world. What's really cool is that we are going to be talking about how festive, right? We're going to be talking about Kyle Rittenhouse. How festive is that? So, David, if you got time to jump on, that'd be great to have you on and be a part of the convo. That's going to be a very interesting one for show. So, we will be having a discussion about Kyle Rittenhouse, everything, all the things that surround the events that surround him that he was involved in, also about him getting bailed out, et cetera, et cetera. So, we will be doing that tonight around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and hopefully everything is going to be popping at that time. And I appreciate all you guys enjoying and appreciating the conversation that I just had with Angela Brown. For those of y'all, like I said, that just need some ideas, some tips, or places to go get tested for this COVID, even just a place so that you can go and just find some comfort dealing with this COVID, please go to preparestl.com. They got all their information there, and they got some really great stuff on that website. Anyway, we about to do something fun, right, Jack? Yes, we about to do something fun. Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Pop quiz hot shot. I don't know what we're playing. I mean, we're playing Pop quiz hot shot, obviously. But I don't know what the premise of this game is. So, Jackie, bruh.
So this, with Thanksgiving around the corner, we're gonna do a little Thanksgiving trivia. So
Ooh,
we'll see
giggity-goo.
what you guys know.
Ooh, it's making me feel all nice and gooey inside. Yes. And for those of y'all who are watching, listening, being a part of the show, chat down below, comment down below, and see if you're smarter than me and Dave. I'm probably gonna win because I'm a lot smarter than Dave. Just saying.
All right.
Hey, this is healthy. This is healthy competition. This is healthy competition, bruh. I'm drinking my coffee. I'm alert. Laser-like focus. Let's go.
Okay. So, let's see. The first Thanksgiving was held in the autumn of 1621. It was 50 pilgrims and 90 of which type of Native Americans?
Indigenous people. No, I'm kidding. Cherokee.
Dakota.
What both you saying?
David,
Dakota.
Nope.
I said Cherokee.
What did you say, Pascal?
I said Cherokee.
A Wampanoag.
Yeah, that was the other thing. No. See, okay, so like Cherokee is the step cousin of Wampanoag.
No.
I'm just saying that
I
should.
got -1.
Shoot.
David is 0.
Okay.
Already winning.
Shut up.
Let's see here. We got at the first Thanksgiving, true or false, there was a turkey on the menu.
False.
David?
True.
It's false. There was no turkey on the menu.
Okay.
So, lots of duck and oysters and geese and lobster. They had a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah. Let's see here. Was there, true or false, was there forks at Thanksgiving?
Yes.
It's true or false, bruh?
Yeah, true or false. So he says true. What do you say?
True or false? Yes. All right. To me, I think yes. True.
Ooh, it is false.
It's
they
false.
weren't introduced to forks until 10 years later.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Dang.
Primitives.
Yeah.
Well, it's 1 me, 0 him.
Yes.
Just saying.
Well, I don't know. You had that -1, so.
No. Shut your face. That's not fair.
Let's see here.
I got quite
each
the
year,
lead, David. Quite the lead.
Turkey is pardoned. And who was the first president to pardon a turkey? 1947.
47? That would be...
Ooh, wait. Roosevelt? Oh, no. Well, I already said it. I already said that name, so never mind.
President Truman.
Truman, yep. It's Truman.
Yes. Let's see here.
Somebody said Abe.
In 1924, with 400 employees marching from Convent Avenue to 145th Street, what was this the first event of?
Repeat the question one more time.
In 1924, with 400 employees marching from Convent Avenue to 145th Street in New York City, what was this the first event of?
Macy's.
That has occurred.
Macy's
Thanksgiving Day Parade. That's correct. Let's see here. What is it that it says that turkey usually isn't actually the thing that causes drowsiness or the food coma on Thanksgiving? What is it that it actually usually is?
It's like tripa-suppa-da-ba-da.
Yeah, there's not enough of that in there to actually make you drowsy.
But that's what it is.
What do they usually allot it towards? It's something we were talking about earlier. It's usually the people having the extra glass of wine or the extra cocktail is why they feel drowsy. It's not the turkey.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's that extra cocktail.
Yeah, the tryptophan in his
tryptophan.
You have
Thank
to
you.
consume like 5 turkeys to be able to have the tryptophan affect you, like whole turkeys.
That's
But by
interesting.
that time, you'd be so just gorged that
Yeah.
that'd be the issue.
I mean, you'd be dead.
Yeah.
You'd be a turducken. You'd be a
let's see.
person.
The NFL started their games, the Thanksgiving Classic. Who hosts the games on Turkey Day?
Wait, what year? Again, one more time.
Every year.
Oh, every year? To
Yeah.
this day?
Since 2006, there was a third game was added with different teams hosting. But traditionally, since 1920, who was the 2 games mainly hosted by?
Oh, okay. I don't know. I was thinking when you said hosted, I thought it was an actual human being. I'm like, from
No, take a guess.
1920, this person must be immortal. But go ahead. What?
You got a guess at all? No.
Like a TV channel, you mean?
No, there's 2 teams that would host the Thanksgiving Day Turkey, Thanksgiving Classic.
Okay.
And they've always hosted it. And who are they? I'll give you a hint: Michigan and Texas.
Longhorn?
Yeah, you got one of them.
Okay.
I have no idea what the Michigan team is.
Detroit Lions.
Lions.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know football like
true
that.
or false? A wild turkey can run 30 miles per hour when they are scared.
True.
True.
False. They can only run 20 miles an hour.
Oh, dang. Not fast. Just fast, but not fast enough, apparently.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
True or false? Benjamin Franklin wanted the turkey to be a national bird, not the eagle.
Yeah, true.
I'm going to say true.
True. Yes. Do Americans eat more turkeys or more apple pies?
Apple pies.
Apple pie.
Correct. We eat about 46 million turkeys a year and about 50 million apple pies.
See, that's so messed up. Turkeys
everyone
have
has that
feelings
extra
too.
Slice,
Turkeys have feelings too. You know what I'm saying? They have a soul.
Yes. So, Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong, was their first meal in space made out of turkey?
Ooh, good question.
Probably not. I'll go with no.
Made out of turkey. No.
First meat in space after walking on the moon was foil packets with roasted turkey. So, you guys both got that wrong.
They just roasted in the engine, I guess.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's from the the actual space fumes and everything else that's out there, just actually heating up everything. They just let it float in space for a little bit. Do female or male turkeys gobble?
Male.
I was gonna say male.
That's correct. Male turkeys gobble. So, let's see here.
That's funny.
And who created green bean casserole?
Who created green bean casserole?
Yep, follow the money. Who created green bean casserole?
The French.
You mean like
Is that
a
specific enough?
person, like a person, or like a country, or a what? Give us something. A company.
Oh.
Oh, Green Giant.
No.
No.
Betty
Campbell's
Crocker?
soup.
Yeah.
Campbell's soup.
Campbell's soup. They made an annual cookbook that had green bean casserole in it, so they could sell their soup to be the cream of mushroom soup that gets mixed in with it.
That's
They
interesting.
sell about $20 million worth a year.
That's crazy. It's funny because I would think like
Never had green beans with mushrooms.
imagine like the company of Campbell's soup just locking a cook in a room, hotboxing them with just nothing but crazy amounts of weed, and he came out with a green bean casserole. That's hilarious.
Let's see. I'm going to do the last one here. Okay.
Last
in
one.
what month did the very first Thanksgiving celebration likely take place?
May.
Nope.
What month?
I got 11 choices.
June.
Nope, September. Okay, well, I'll wrap it up with
One last one.
What is the name of the turkey that Trump is pardoning?
Corn and cob.
Corn and cob? There's two of them?
No, there's only one, so he's
Corn
gonna.
is one. Corn at least.
Oh.
I think he's gonna pardon Cobb.
Oh, is he gonna make a choice? One to eat, one to pardon?
Oh, maybe.
That'd be amazing. Let's see here. I was looking up the name. If you knew it so quickly, you must have already seen that there. Yep. Oh, yeah. Corn and cob.
I even mentioned. I told Pascal that earlier.
Yeah, that's why. We said corn and cob, and I was like, but he's gonna pardon two of them.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
He's got corn. He's gonna pardon, and there's cobs there just in case they need them. In case, I guess, corn isn't behaving or something. So,
all right. So corn's the free one.
Yes. So
that's hilarious.
But that's a game. I think Pascal won.
I think I did.
Nah.
Maybe it was a tie. I don't know.
Not in spirit, anyway.
Yeah. There you go.
I won. Shut your mouth. That was Pop Quiz Hot Shot.
That's funny. Somebody, they could just rename the turkeys different people that Trump wants to pardon. So it could be Michael Flynn and himself.
That's funny. That's funny.
He might be doing that anyway. We'll see.
That's funny.
So yeah,
But
that's
anyway,
kind of messed up though. That they just have a turkey there that's gonna die and is hoping the other turkey messes up so that it can be free.
Right.
Jeez, this is terrible.
It's lovely stuff. Yeah. Lovely stuff. Anyway, that was Pop Quiz Hot Shot. Yeah, man. Thanks, Jack. That was fun. Something different. You know what I mean? With something we haven't done in a really long time. Or we need to incorporate that. We need to bring it back. Bring it back, baby. Bring it back. Anyway, the quizzes and stuff. Because Jack is like a fiend for these trivia games. He likes them a lot. We should bring them back. We need to bring it back. Not every single freaking day. Trivia. Not every single freaking day, but, like once a week, I think is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Something light, something fun. Not everything about like, we're all going to die every 5 days. Every day. 5 days a week. Anyway. So.
I got to go.
Go.
So, I got to bounce, but I will talk to you guys later. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Cool, man. Talk to you soon. Peace. Deuces. Anyway, we got to jump into this next story real quick because we got to wrap it up to ourselves. David's got the story about Mike Tyson. I guess he's eating some really bizarre things to get ready for this fight. I'm not surprised. David, what's a guan?
All right, so yeah, Mike Tyson has done a few, in my opinion, weird things to get ready for this fight here. But he's definitely excited about it. So, I appreciate his energy, and I very much look forward to him fighting. But for those who don't know, Mike Tyson was vegan since his last match in 2006. And even in just last year, he was talking about, let me see if I can find the quote real quick. Here we go. When in 2019, he said he doesn't eat anything that has a mother and father, because for me, it's almost like slave food, doing what you hate, but doing it like it's nothing. And so that's why he didn't eat meat for the longest time. But he recognizes that he needs that protein to win this fight. So he's doing everything he needs to, including eating that meat, but he doesn't want to eat regular meat, he doesn't want to eat the kind of meat you buy at the store. He wants to eat only wild meat, like mostly elk and bison, as he's mentioned. Probably, he could have turkey too. There's a lot of wild turkeys people go for, so maybe he'll have that for Thanksgiving.
Word.
But it's got to be wild. He doesn't want to eat anything that's not wild. And the next thing, it takes it to another level. It's not food related, but so Tyson was asked about doing a unique therapy, and it was a stem cell therapy. And they asked him how he feels about it, and he said, yes, I feel like a different person. As I took the blood, it was red, and when it came back, it was almost transfluid. I could almost see the blood through the blood, and then they injected me, and I've been weird ever since. I've got to get balanced now. So he's eating wild meats, taking stem cell shots, and he's getting ready for that fight with Roy Jones Jr.
Holy God, this dude is crazy. Well, we always knew he was absolutely bat-ish. Like, you know what I mean? Like when he goes into warrior mode, he literally wants to taste the blood. Literally, he does want to taste the blood of his victims. You know what I'm saying? Like blood of his enemies. Debbie just said ears. Yeah, like real talk, ears. He is probably eating ears, pig ears. You know what I'm saying? But that's very interesting. I know that he didn't he convert to Islam? Isn't he Muslim? Isn't he a practicing Muslim?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'll double check to be safe.
So I can understand him being vegan, or going vegetarian, because of his religion and because of his faith. But at the same time, I mean, he's getting ready for a fight. You know, he has awoken, or he has awakened, if that's even the word. He has awakened the beast, the warrior inside of him, and now that he's eating everything and anything he wants that is like wild or free range, let's just say, I'm not surprised if he was running around like tackling these bison himself. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised. Killing it with his own bare hands, like a freaking caveman. So I'm not surprised about that. I'm not surprised. Obviously, the fight is coming up on Saturday. It's going to be absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. And I'm super hype about it. You know, for a fact, I'm going to be glued to the TV watching this fight. It's going to be a sight to see. It is going to be a spectacle. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about Jake Paul and the Nate Robinson fight or anything. I don't give a damn about that stuff. No one cares about that stuff, y'all. Everybody wants to see Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. go toe-to-toe for 8 rounds, if I'm correct. 8 rounds. It's an exhibition match. Apparently, they're saying that there are now some new rules. Like, they can't knock each other out. So it's all a numbers game. But here it is, though. You can't tell me that they ain't going to try to knock each other out. You can't tell me that they're just going to go up there and just, like, points and play for points. Forget all that. They're going to come in toe-to-toe, and they're going to tussle. This is going to be a bar fight. You feel me? And I cannot wait for it. I'm telling you, this is going to be lit as hell. Lit as hell.
Yeah, and you got that video showing how hard Roy Jones Jr. is going at it. He's not sitting around. He might not be eating wild meat, but he's practicing every day, and he's looking like a beast. So
he most definitely is. And so, you know, I got a chance. For those of y'all who hadn't gotten a chance to see it, I did get a chance to sit down with Roy Jones Jr., went up to Pittsburgh, sat down with him, and here's a little promo just for a quick, friendly reminder. Enjoy. On an all-new episode of The Pascal Show, join me as I travel to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and hang out with the champ, Roy Jones Jr., as he comes out of retirement and prepares to step back into the ring to go toe-to-toe with Iron Mike Tyson. Be sure to tune in and check out this exclusive interview.
How you feeling about this fight, man?
On Monday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, only on The Pascal Show.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
Yeah. That interview was lit, was a lot of fun, and it was crazy as hell. I know that right now, because Mr. G just asked, what is the cost of pay-per-view? I don't know. I haven't checked. All I know is that the pay-per-view event is apparently one of the highest it's ever been. Yeah, I literally just did a Trump-ism right there. It's the highest it's ever been. It's ever been. It's going to be great. It's going to be tremendous. It's going to be tremendous. I have the worst Donald Trump impersonation. Anyway, you're laughing. Shut up, David. I thought you were on my team. Anyway.
I was agreeing with you. It's terrible.
It's terrible. Yes, it is terrible. But anyway, if you guys have not gotten a chance to go and check out that interview, please go check it out. Also, to all y'all who are watching right now, please go share it. Just take the link and share it with places. If you know some forums that might be really down to watch this interview, because this is a different interview. You know what I'm saying? It's a completely different interview than what all these other places all these other interviews that he's had. You know what I'm saying? I do a real in-depth thing talking about the things of people who are doing their stuff, talking to his team and everything that circulates around him that makes him the champ. You know what I'm saying? And helps him prepare for this big ass fight. You know what I'm saying? So please, if you don't mind, share, spread the love. You know what I'm saying? That would really, really mean a lot, you know? And of course, for those who haven't checked it out, you got this whole weekend, like tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? It's Thanksgiving. After you're done eating and you got nothing to do, man, put on the interview. Just take a look. You know what I'm saying? Promise you'll enjoy it. Even if you aren't a boxing fan, it is just really cool to see the inner workings of a team and the things that surround what makes up the foundation of a champion. And that's what we tried to encapsulate during this conversation. You know what I'm saying? So, yes. There you have it. Yes, Drobo just said it's $50 for the pay-per-view. And for a fact they making some monies. They're making the monies on this one for sure. But like I said, it's the highest it's ever been. And as far as pay-per-view goes, because everybody and their mama wants to see this. Like I said, no one really cares about Jake Paul. Real talk, no one cares about that fight. Everyone really wants to just see Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. get in the ring. They've never fought each other. There's never been a matchup like this before, ever. It's going to be a sight to see. So go check it out. It's available now on my YouTube channel. Go check it out. Anyway, it's time to get going. Thank you to Jack Buck for being on. Of course, David, thank you so much for being on as always.
Yeah, man, I love being here. Good show today.
Yeah, it was a good one. Good and fun and light. Yeah, we still talked about some serious stuff, but you know what I'm saying.
A little bit.
It's nice to just turn our brains off for a little bit every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't have to be serious all the damn time. Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. But will you be joining me tonight at 7?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Don't be so excited about it, bruh. Damn. Simmer down now. Anyway, so we'll be on at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So be sure to tune in. I got somebody coming on, which is going to be very interesting. He has a YouTube channel called Strategic Eyes. He's going to be on to chop it up about. We're going to be talking about Kyle Rittenhouse. So all three of us are going to have this convo. I got to do some research because it's been a while since I've been on that subject. So I got to go and rewatch all that crazy, terrible stuff, unfortunately. But we will be talking about Kyle Rittenhouse and, where he stands on it, where I stand on it, of course, where David stands on it, too. And, so tune in. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. All right? And I'll see you guys tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
I'm sorry, I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. For more information, call us now.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
Imagination, image a world. IDEX Media.
Oh, sauce. Yeah, baby.
Hey, it's Mike from Sugar Fire. Still open, all of our locations. Carry out, delivery, curbside. Call in. We're delivering outside of our range too. So if you get hungry, come on by.
You're watching